guys, long time no see. Welcome to the video. This video is going to be a full day of eating on what I currently am eating right now to maintain my physique. I am very, very happy with where I'm at, not only mentally, but physically. Just from a physique perspective, I'm at the lowest weight that I've been probably ever. And I am just very, very happy with what living life and taking a lot of restrictions out of my diet and just focusing on what makes me happy and what makes me feel good has really done a lot for me and a lot for my body. So I'm super excited to talk about some food anxiety things that I had been dealing with previously. At the end of this video, I truly believe that this is the best that I've ever looked. I'm currently coaching myself at the moment, and I'm just kind of going with what makes me happy. And that is in all aspects of my life. I've made a lot of changes recently, and I feel like I'm in a much better place, not only mentally, but physically, like I said. And so I'm super excited to take you guys through this video today, and I miss vlogging so much, so let's get into the video. So first things first, I'm going to have some coffee. Right now I am using the French vanilla K-Cups, and that is going to be my first thing of the day. While the coffee is getting ready, I am going to show you guys typically what I have for my first meal. I've been obsessed with egg sandwiches lately. If you have not tried the banana bread English muffins, they are bomb. I used to never like English muffins, and for some reason lately, I've just been starting to eat them I would say the last 6 months, and I am obsessed with them. So these are the two that I usually have, the two flavors. I think I'm going to go with blueberry today to switch it up, but I did want to show you guys these. This is one of my favorite things of all time. They're so good. So if you have not tried this flavor, try it. I'm gonna add some fat-free cheese. I usually do 1 egg, and then I have like half a cup of egg whites. And then I also think I'm gonna add some pineapple to this meal as well. All right, so this is going to be my meal 1. Just a blueberry English muffin, put some fat-free cheese on here, half a cup of egg whites, and some pineapple. Say hi, boys. Hello. Mr. Jax, Hudson, the boys. Who's gonna get it? Hudson. All right, here is my next meal. I'm going to do, this is 93% lean turkey with some greens and some white rice. I'm going to top it with, this is my jam lately, this sauce. The macros on it are pretty freaking great. It never focuses, but it's 5 fat, 2 carbs, and 0 protein. But 3 tablespoons. It kind of tastes like spicy mayo. If you're a spicy mayo fan, you will love this. I also use it like sushi for sushi too, but game changer. So this is going to be my next meal. Okay, so now for my favorite little snack of the day. This is going to be my next little, it's gonna be a meal because I'm gonna have a protein shake too, but 2 rice cakes. These are the apple cinnamon ones. I put creamy peanut butter on there with these Heath toffee bites. Love those, bomb, and the Lily's dark chocolate chips. And then I'm also going to have a protein shake. This is by far my favorite protein from Ghost. If you're looking for something to use in like pancakes, this is a bomb flavor. The vegan is also really, really good too, the pancake batter one if you're making Kodiak cakes. But if you haven't tried this, you should. I'll put my code down here to save 20% on any of their products. So, cheers. Gonna drink this protein shake. And then I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, so I'll show you guys what I pick up from there. I wanna get some wine. One of my favorite wines I get is from there. Hopefully they have it literally every time I go there sold out, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go tan. Work is done for the day, and then I will show you guys my dinner. Okay, so I went to Trader Joe's. I grabbed a couple of things. So I got some wine, and then I haven't tried these, but they look really, really, really good. So I'm gonna have some of these with my dinner, which I'll do a little taste test for you guys, but the macros seem pretty good. So it seems like 8 of these is 7 fat and 18 carbs. So it's kind of good. Like a wafer. I picked up some doggo treats for the doggies, and I already opened the wine. This is the wine that I get. It is literally the best. It's a cab, $9.99. Seriously, you can't go wrong with this. If you like red wine, definitely give this a go. already cracked this one open. I'm online shopping right now and drinking wine. That is my Friday night, so yeah. And then I am cooking dinner over here. I got the 96 lean beef from Trader Joe's. That is cooking, and then I have the sweet potatoes in the air fryer. All right, so this is going to be dinner. Ooh, spilt pineapple. Ooh, the camera is steamy. So the beef, I added some pineapple, some sweet potato fries that I pretty much burnt a lot of them, but still gonna eat them anyway. And some wine. And then I'm gonna have these for dessert. Not gonna lie, while my food was cooking, I was sitting here eating these. They taste like a chocolate Power Crunch bar. So good. So I probably won't be having them for dessert because I've already eaten like 10 of them. Food anxiety. I wanted to do a little chit chat on food anxiety and what I have done and ways that I recommend you to do in order to improve your relationship with food. So for many years, I struggled with just over obsessing about every single thing that I ate to the point where it really started to affect my quality of life and my mental health. And the reason being is that I feel like 60, 70, 75% of my day was just thinking about the food that I ate or the type of food that I was going to eat, or planning out my day to make sure that everything like was tracked perfectly, weighing myself multiple times a day. I mean, all of this energy that I could have been putting into other things that would have improved my quality of life were being taken up by these intrusive thoughts on my mind about food and my body and my overall image. And it just got to the point where I'm like, you know what, like I don't want to do this anymore. And that's partially the reason why I got into coaching a few years back, is because I really want to help women and or anyone really see themselves in a different light. And I think that when you take a step back from just the outside things, when you take a look inside and really try to reevaluate how you're feeling mentally when it comes to these type of negative emotions, I think that it can really, really help you just evolve and get better and live a happier life. Because let's be honest, like I think the number one thing that's helped me is to stop focusing on my outside image. And competing for so many years, it just got to this unrealistic expectations for myself constantly that I couldn't sustain. And that's the key word, sustain. If your goal is requiring you to be extreme and you're not in a competition prep, I really highly suggest you reevaluating those goals. We tend to be number driven a lot of the time, where we're tracking our macros, we're looking at our Apple Watch or Fitbit or some other form of measurement as far as our workouts go to see how many calories we've burned. We have all of these numerical things that we're constantly looking at, and we're always trying to improve those. You know, you get to a certain weight and you're like, okay, I want to push more. And that's fine, depending on whatever your goal is. If it gets to a point where it's taking over your mind and it's taking over your happiness, it's time to reevaluate your goals and to do something that's more realistic. That is what I have done recently, and I am the happiest I have ever been. And I actually think that this is the best I have looked ever. And that's me just living. I am 90% disciplined when it comes to health, my cardio, fitness, dieting, you name it. I am 90%. But that 10% during the week, I listen to my body. You need to rest a lot more than social media and just a lot of trainers out there promote. They're like, go hard 24/7. And I just think over time, it's really going to break down your body, and your body needs a lot of recovery. Number one, when you recover, you're actually going to see more progress. I only train 4 days a week, maybe 5 if it's just a cardio day, but I don't ever train weights or, you know, whatever it might be 7 days a week. That's way too much. So recovery is really important, and also sleep. On top of it, I think the biggest thing is not restricting. Do not restrict yourself, because when you restrict yourself, you get to a point where your body is not going to have willpower anymore. It's like you can only have willpower for so long, and then you're going to get into that binge restricting cycle where you're going to eat what you want for 4 days, and then you're going to want to restrict, and it's going to be that same constant cycle, and it's going to affect your metabolism. My best advice is this: get yourself to a point where, if you don't want to track intuitive eating, get yourself to a point where you know you're kind of eating the same amount of food every single day, where you feel satisfied and happy. You don't feel starving and you don't feel super full. You're in the middle. Do that for a while and you will see the difference in your body over time. And this is something that takes time, and it's going to take work. You're going to have to work on those thoughts when they come in, that like, oh, you shouldn't take a rest day today. You should go work out. Oh, you shouldn't eat this. It has too much sugar in it, or it's going to affect your progress. You're going to have to be there and be like, no, I'm doing this for me. And over time, you'll create more balance in your life, and you'll be happier because you won't be in this restrictive yo-yo dieting cycle. You don't have to cut alcohol. You don't have to cut chocolate. You don't have to cut sodium. You don't have to cut all these things that maybe you want. You just have to learn how to do it in moderation. I think the main thing too is practicing in certain situations. And I think a lot of times we're so fearful of the outcome of gaining weight or feeling guilty that we don't actually practice trying to get better at what's causing us anxiety. I mean, anxiety is irrational thoughts that are consuming your mind. So, for the most part, they're irrational. And so if you try to put that logical piece to it, like, hey, I know that me having one meal out isn't going to hurt my progress, but we put so much pressure on those thoughts that we're like, no, I have to back out. I can't eat this. Like, I'm just going to order a salad. But if you just go ahead and push yourself a little bit and go through the situation, maybe order like a side of fries and a salad, or have half a burger and a salad. Like, give yourself a little bit of that balance where in your mind you're like, okay, like I have this, but I also have like my safety blanket or what I normally would order. I think that'll help you a lot. And then the next time you go, you're going to get a little bit more confident with your decisions and be like, hey, like I know I'm not going to overeat this. Like, I can have a burger and fries, or I can have an appetizer and dessert on top of my meal. Like, I think it's just practice, just like anything else. You're not going to just be good overnight, and you're not just going to change your thought process overnight. Your subconscious mind is literally so powerful, and what you tell your mind, your subconscious, literally will come to life as far as your thoughts. So you need to be extra diligent in your way of thinking. Like, this isn't going to make me fat. This isn't going to cause me anxiety. I feel really, really good about what I'm about to eat. I'm happy about my decision on what I'm about to eat. I deserve this because I worked hard this week. You get the point here. I wanted to talk about the word guilt, and I wanted to talk about the word shame and how I feel like we correlate them when it comes to food anxiety. So shame is identity based and guilt is action based. So you feel guilty because you did something. So I feel guilty because I ate this when I know I shouldn't have. And then shame is I am bad. I am a failure. I am never going to be good enough because I did this. And I think that's what happens with our brain chemistry. Guilt and shame are constantly intertwining with each other, and it's allowing us to keep this shame-based thinking, where having this shame-based thinking, you're already setting yourself up for failure in the sense that you're never thinking that you're worthy enough, that you can stick to a diet, that you can be consistent, that you're worthy of losing weight, that you're worthy of having your dream body because these people are better than you. Just stop with all of this. You are enough. Just say that to yourself right now in this video. I'm going to pause for a few seconds, and I want to hear you say, I am enough. I don't hear you. Say it again. I am enough. There you go. You are enough, and you have to let go of your past in order to move forward and live a happier, healthy life. And when you let go of that shame that you're carrying because of past guilt that you're carrying, you're going to feel so much better about yourself. Let go of all the negative connotations that you have around your body, your mind, all of that, and start fresh. Start fresh tomorrow, and it's gonna take work, but I believe in you. There is no reason that we should be living like this, where we're so anxious all the time about how we look and what we're eating. Love you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.